What's going on, YouTubers? Mopar Man here. Out here today on my day off, Wednesday. Doing some more detailed work to the engine bay after I got it painted, whatnot. Today I'm messing with all the wiring, getting the wires all cleaned up, reconditioned, and taped up, fixing any connector issues, soldering issues, whatever needs to be done. I'll go ahead and show you what I'm working on. As you can see, there's the, where is it at? Over there, the blue wire, the dark blue wire. That was originally the ground wire. I'm not going to be using that. I'm going to be actually using this wire that was used for the positive. I got this all cleaned up. What I did was this is my method. Everybody's got their own method on how to do stuff. I'm a big believer in microfiber cloths. Make sure if you use microfiber cloths and you're going to reuse them, you're going to go wash them, make sure you don't put fabric softener on them, and don't put any dryer sheets in the dryer with these, otherwise they won't soak up the liquids like they're supposed to. But anyway, I'm just using some, whether it be carbon choke cleaner or just some silicone spray. But when I get the wires all cleaned up, I take this rag and I use this stuff. I'm a firm believer in this stuff right here, Chemical Guys VRP, UV protectant, super shine, and then protects. It's for interior, exterior, vinyl, rubber, or plastic. They have this at Menards and a lot of other places. I like this stuff because it's reconditioned. I wiped down all the insulation on the wires and the rubber or anything like that, the vinyl, and it reconditions it, makes it soft. You have to wait a little while for it to soak in. I put it on real heavy, let it dry out, soak in, whatever. But anyway, as you can see, the other thing I'm using, before I get sidetracked, for a few bucks more, I'm using this stuff right here, Scotch Super 33 Plus black electrical tape. It's for extreme temps, whether it be hot or cold, and I like that. Made in America, made in USA. Anyway, I've already got the wires already cleaned up and wrapped like they're supposed to make them more factory. And I got all this done. That is not the correct horn. I actually took this horn off the other day to go paint it, and I thought the horn looked a little weird. And come to find out, somebody stuck a damn Ford horn on this car. So when I go to the salvage yard or something, up to the private salvage yard I go to, I'll look for a couple of old Valiant factory horns to put in that place, like it should be. And I'm also going to probably run a air horn back in here. I'm going to paint it black so it blends in after I get all this painted. The reason being is I'm going to have a separate horn for the factory so it looks stock, and then I'm going to have another, like a push button horn, because here in Branson, some of the locals, but mostly the tourist people that visit Branson and the Branson surrounding areas, drive like complete idiots. And some of these horns are just not loud enough to get people's attention, especially with a lot of the interiors now on these new cars where they have a lot of sound deadening material in them, and it's supposed to, a lot of them you can't hear a lot of noise, and sometimes they don't even hear horns on especially older vehicles. So that's one reason. That's a safety feature upgrade, whatever you want to call it, it's going to happen to this. The other day I got the when I took all this stuff off the firewall, I rechecked it out. This one has got a fresh coat of VHT suspension epoxy gloss black paint on the master cylinder. I cleaned up the factory voltage regulator, and it still, right down there on that tab, still says made in the USA. So I got this cleaned up, repainted black like it's supposed to be. Got the voltage regulator cleaned up, and I painted it with some of that Rust-Oleum silver or aluminum hammer coating finish. But as you can see, maybe I can get the light on it. As you can see in there, I can't see through my lens. I got a reflection a little bit on my screen here on the phone, but it looks factory, like it's been got that zinc plating or whatever it is from the factory. And then got that on, got the lines all hooked, brake lines all hooked back up. But anyway, like I said, I'm just going through. As you can see, I stopped right here, and I've got to work my way over and clean the rest of this up. I already got the factory starter solenoid cleaned up and reconditioned. And here's the like I said, the positive cable that was originally used. It's going to be switched over to the negative cable, and then I got to get a red one for factory correct, probably from O'Reilly's, and just go from there. And when I come back, I'll have this all finished up. Okay, so took me just a little bit, but I got it taken care of. Got the as you can see, I got the heavy duty black zip ties put in. I know it's not a factory tie down, but they work. I got all three over there. Got the wiring all cleaned up, and that stuff put on there, and condition the wires, make them clean, make them pliable, and got it all the way over here. I just got to wait to I got to put a new connector on this one here, the field wire, and got this just anchored there so that wire don't keep flopping down and causing the positive wire here to touch the ground out. Got the battery temporarily sitting on the battery tray posts, the support brackets, I should say. But yeah, got all that stuff in over there, those caps, everything done up. Got the ballast resistor inside the car, so I got to put that on there. Do yourself a favor, take a little bit of 3/8 rubber fuel line, cut a section off about 3/8 or 5/16 long, and slide it over the coarse bolt that goes through the ballast resistor into the firewall. That way it leaves a gap between the ballast resistor and the firewall, and allows the air to flow around it, keep it cooled down, and the rubber acts as kind of like a shock absorber, so to speak. Anyway, but yeah, I got all the wiring cleaned up, and never mind the dog, he's being an idiot. He's barking at me from, shut up, hey, go lay down. But another thing I did was I deleted the, not only because they were horrible, I deleted the oil sending unit wire, and I deleted the temperature sensor wire. It was pretty chewed up. I don't know if that was from rats or just wear and tear, but I'm going to be installing a aftermarket oil pressure gauge and a temp gauge in the car. I haven't decided where I'm going to put them yet. I might put them in the glove box, make a custom little thing inside the glove box, or I don't know yet. When we get to that point, we'll get to there. But anyway, that's it for this video. Another video I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a homemade battery tray based off the old rusty one from the factory. So stay tuned for that video. Until next time.